What's up, everybody? Good morning. It is Sunday, August 4th. It's currently 6:54 in the morning. I'm about to head out on my morning run. As you know, on Sundays we get ready for the next week. We run some miles. We're going to eat some good food today, and we have some other fun stuff planned. And it is the first Sunday of NFL football preseason. So it's going to be a really fun day today. But let's go ahead and get out there and get some miles in. All right, we're doing about 5 miles this morning. I think that'll bring our weekly mileage to around 11 or 12 miles for the week. Next week, we're adding another day, running on Tuesdays. So that will make it 15 miles in total. So bringing up volume week by week. As far as weight loss goes, it's been pretty much like a pound a week right now. So I'm not opposed to adding more cardio to create a little more of a deficit rather than having to restrict any more calories. Later today, I'm gonna pick up more batteries for my Garmin chest rate heart monitor, just a little bit more accurate than the wrist one. Haven't used it since marathon prep 2 years ago, but that'll be just more accurate, especially in the summer heat, on what my heart rate actually is on these runs. All right, we are back from the run. Before we are able to eat some breakfast, this morning I'm actually going to my gym and doing an electrical impedance scan, which is essentially just a body breakdown. Shows you body fat percentage, lean tissue mass, fat mass, like all that kind of stuff. It's not the most accurate thing in the world. A DEXA scan would be the best form of an electrical impedance compared to the eVolt scanner that we have at my gym. But I have been using this for the past few years, so it's just a good way to kind of look at some subjective data to see how things are trending. And since we are officially over halfway through with this cut, I just kind of want to see where we are sitting, if I have been able to maintain muscle mass, if I've gained muscle mass, or unfortunately if I've lost it. We'll just kind of see where we are at. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we can come home and get some food in us.
Metal plates.
Right, you can come around.
Lift handles and hold up to sides. Scan is complete.
Now we take a look at the results.
Back into folder.
All right, so the last scan I did was before I started this, so it was early April of this year. So I was 189.8, so 190 pounds, let's say. When I started this, I was 190, so not much has changed. As far as total body fat percentage is something I'm super happy with. Before, so this is in April, my total body fat percentage was 28.4. I've been able to bring that down to 19.8 according to this. And then as far as lean body mass, I have gone from 136 pounds of lean mass to 143.3, which is awesome. Whenever I did this, I wasn't training as much, or really at all. So it's cool to see all that change around. Body fat mass in pounds, before would have been 53.8 pounds. It's down at 35.3. I was really hoping to be around that 15% body fat mark at 170 pounds. Weighing it at 178.6 according to this machine. I weighed in at 179 on my home scale. I think that's definitely doable at 170 pounds. So again, electrical impedance isn't the most accurate way to tell, but this is really cool subjective data that I can use to steer me in the right direction moving forward. Here's what we're looking at for breakfast. We have the Premier Protein pancakes. They just throw in the microwave. We just picked these up at Sam's Club, and they honestly taste just like McDonald's pancakes, and you get 15 grams of protein for these 3. Sugar-free syrup on the top. My recent obsession has been orange juice, so we got some freshly squeezed orange juice, 8 ounces of that, and then the staple for this entire cut, a 000 Oikos Greek yogurt for another 15 grams, so about 30 grams of protein. We're gonna eat this, have some coffee, and that is meal number 1 for today. All right, so today we have to go and get our passport photos done for a vacation we're going on later this year. So before we go, I'm gonna make up a shake just with a single scoop of some raw protein, just to kind of help me get closer to my protein goal for the day, but we will be having a good amount of food later on. So I'm gonna take that with me and I'll touch base with you guys a little bit later on. So we are back from running errands, and I ended up getting some new running shoes. So if you guys remember, I got the Hoka Mach 6s. The toe box was a little too small for me. First time I ever had that issue with Hokas. Maybe I just have fat feet, I don't know. Sent them back, was gonna have them replaced with a pair of Ultras. The pair of Ultras I wanted was out of stock. They ended up refunding me, which just took like a week and a half. Finally got that back, and then I was like, you know what? I just need a wide toe box, minimal drop shoe. So we picked up some Brooks. This is my first pair of Brooks, and when I think of like OG running shoes, this is what I think of. So we got the Brooks Revel 7. So again, the toe box felt good for me, and this is like a medium drop. So I'm not looking for anything like a real fast race shoe. But here's what we're looking like. Very minimal, very light. I like the colorway with the black and the tan. They felt really good in the store. And again, first pair of Brooks, so I'm excited to put some miles on these. My next run will be on Tuesday. So I'll keep you guys posted on how I like them. Again, I'm not like really loyal to one running shoe brand. I'm just kind of looking for what feels right. I know I don't like max cushion, max drop personally. I like keeping things as minimalist as possible. Like day to day, I wear a lot of barefoot shoes and stuff like that. So, Brooks Revel 7s, we'll see how we like them. It is time for lunch though. I'm going to cook up some 93.7 ground beef. We're gonna have some fruit with it. I'm starving. Let's get cooking. We have, all right, so this is what lunch is looking like. We have 8 ounces of ground beef with some honey in there, about 12 grams of honey. Then we have 4 ounces of blueberries. I'm so excited for this. I was recommended by a friend to put honey in the ground beef, and I love raw honey. This is from a local farm here. So, that is lunch. So the program that I was working on and have been working on for the past couple of months is pretty much completed. I have myself and a few other people going through it, running the whole 3-month training plan starting Monday. But what I'm doing is, instead of keeping everything on the spreadsheet where it's at right now, that's not where it's gonna end up being when it comes time where you could go and get this program and try it for yourself. But I'm writing down old school. Every workout, I'm writing them on Sunday for the week. Then I can go in and fill in what weights I hit, or like instead of just doing 75% of my 1 rep max, I'm filling in what that is for me, and then what rep range I was able to accomplish with it, and what weights I've used on accessories, so I can really track progress through this entire thing with this notebook right here. So, old school way of doing it. Want to make sure that I'm progressively overloading every single workout, so when possible. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. I'm excited for it to be something that you guys can potentially try and see results from. But before it's ready for that, I want to make sure it is beta tested as much as possible. So that's what we're doing starting tomorrow. And this is pretty heavily based on my training program that I've been running loosely for the past couple months. This is just a little bit more structured and a periodized plan when it comes to strength on your power lifts. Having a little snack now. It is around 2:30. Having some of these cinnamon oat Cheerios. Really freaking good. It's like a, kind of tastes like Apple Jacks, but you have none of the food dyes and stuff in it. And then I have the Fairlife 2% milk in there, which actually brings up the protein pretty well. So 1 serving the cereal, 8 ounces of Fairlife 2% milk, and that will be a little snack to kind of help carry us over to dinner. After this, I'm going to probably go over to the bow range. Alright, so this is kind of like a newer hobby for me. With now, ever since I started working in fitness, that was like my primary hobby for a really long time, and I would still consider it one, but it's, you know, a job and a passion and like a way I choose to live my life. So it's really fun being an absolute novice at something. So I'm absolutely terrible with archery. I've never been on a bow hunt before, but it's something I really like. I love outdoors, I like fishing, so this is just something that gets me outside, and I literally live right across the street from an archery range, so I have no excuse but to not practice. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna shoot the bow, enjoy the extremely hot weather, get some vitamin D, and yeah, should be a good time. You hear that?
Yeah.
I hit the other arrow.
Oh, dang.
I'm like Robin Hood.
Ryan Hood.
Alright. Let's go see what we did.
Jerk.
So you know we're in Alabama right there. That is a squatted Chevy.
So ridiculous.
That's like the natural species of Alabama. This isn't bad.
Hold on,
Look
let me
at
see if
close these two groupings are.
I gotta see if I can get it in this frame. Okay, here we go.
This is pretty darn good. These two like ricocheted off each other.
Oh, that's two right there?
Right there, yeah. I missed this one. That's not bad. I'm not horrible. I mean, this is only 15 yards. I'm no Cam Hanes out here, but I'm having fun and I'm willing to learn. I can't run as good as Cam, and I can't shoot as good as Cam, and I also am not as cool as Cam. So. All right. It's pretty hot out here, but that was still good. I'm not like a horrible shot. I just am like not familiar with like the cues and everything and form and how I need to get better yet. But I've been like watching a lot of YouTube and learning. I really need to go get my bow tuned up for me, and I know there's a place about 30 minutes away from me where I can go do that. But I thought I'd show you guys this because like up until this point the channel has been like all fitness, which is a huge part of my life and I really enjoy doing. But this is just something that I have been having a lot of fun with lately, and I want to get better at, and hopefully I can document that on this channel as well. Also, where we're at right now, if you look over here, we live literally right across the street from one of the biggest nature preserves in the state of Alabama. So if I ever train for an ultra, we have over 8 miles of trails back here, and it's beautiful and quiet and peaceful. So this is probably where I'll spend a lot of time whenever an ultra prep happens down the road. Well, it is officially dinner time, and what is on the menu tonight is we are having chicken katsu with white rice, but rather than frying it, if you don't know what chicken katsu is, it's essentially like a chicken cutlet. So chicken breast, pounded real thin, and then coated with panko, and usually use like an egg wash. I'm using egg whites just to make it a little lower calorie. And rather than frying it, we busted out the old air fryer. Honestly, I feel like this is something I used a ton when everyone was using air fryers, and I don't use it that much anymore. But whenever you use panko, it gets it like just as crispy in an air fryer than frying it, and we don't have to worry about the seed oils. So chicken katsu, white rice, and I'm gonna make a katsu sauce. It's gonna be a really good dinner, and we're also gonna figure out if I can get the game tonight, because preseason's weird with what channels or streaming services you're allowed to use stuff on, but I digress. We are gonna start cooking some food. All right, here's a little breading station. We have the chicken, we got the egg whites, we got the panko. We're gonna put them on the trays and then spray them with some olive oil spray, just to help everything crisp up a little bit. Something I do, I don't think I've really talked about, is that I do salt my food rather heavy, just to kind of keep up with, running in the summer with how humid and hot it is. You do lose a lot of water. So I try to drink a lot of water, about a gallon at the very least a day, and I do salt my food pretty heavily. I'm currently not using any electrolyte supplements. Whenever I'm on endurance prep, I usually will work in something, usually like a carb electrolyte supplement. But yeah, not doing anything right now, just salting my food. But I'm gonna go ahead and bread all these up, and we'll throw them in the air fryer. All right, so here's what we're eating. We have 8 ounces of the katsu with the katsu sauce over it, and then 200 grams of white rice with some soy sauce, and over this is furikake, which is like a seaweed sesame seasoning. So this will be dinner. I am like drooling right now. I'm so hungry. We're gonna crush this, and we also are gonna have like a special little nightcap later in the video. So I'm gonna crush this, and I'll check in with you guys when it's time to make that. Alright, so what we have here is 4 ounces of 100% tart cherry juice with a little bit of this raspberry rosé poppy. So essentially making like a sleepy time cocktail. 100% tart cherry juice has a good amount of melatonin, which is what sends a signal to your brain that it's time to wind down and go to bed. So it's a perfect little nightcap. Yeah, it tastes so good. The tart cherry juice adds like a little bite to it, as if it had a shot of something in there, but it won't hurt your recovery. It'll actually improve your recovery. So I am going to enjoy this. Well, thank you guys for watching another video, another installment of the Summer Cut, episode 6. It's hard to believe we're already 6 weeks into this series, but I'm super happy with the progress we've made along the way so far. I know with this whole like social media thing, you're always supposed to act like you're talking to like a million people, and at least at the point of uploading this video, I understand how small of a channel this is, but I really do appreciate anyone who's taken time out of their day to watch. If you've made it to this part of the video, thank you so much. This is something I put a lot of effort and passion into. So thank you for checking it out and giving me a little bit part of your day to entertain you for a bit. Before you head out, make sure to like and subscribe in this video. Also, links in the description for my Raw and Revive codes. Just use code TROSL at checkout. It helps support the channel, and you get to save 10% off of your purchase. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.